Okay, agents, are you feeling like every time you get a new client, you're reinventing the wheel? Does it feel like every time you get a buyer, seller, or a lead, you're starting from scratch? Okay, you're not alone. Most agents, if we're honest, are winging it instead of winning intentionally with systems. But here's the truth: top producing agents are not working harder. What they're doing is building systems that help them win repeatedly with less stress, more consistency, and real growth. So, what we're going to talk about in this video are the 5 systems that every realtor needs to win repeatedly in business. And I'll say this, and I say it a lot: goals are for people that want to win once, systems are for people that want to win repeatedly, intentionally, and every single time. Tune into this video. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Chizette Cowan. I am a real estate coach. I am also a realtor. I actively sell real estate in Tampa as well, but I help realtors run a business that funds, not runs their life. The purpose of business is profit. And when we look at what our businesses are known for, it should be systems. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 5 systems that I coach on, teach on how to have success in them. And this is going to be something that I know is going to take your business to the next level. I want to first start by explaining why systems matter. And the only way I know how to do this is to talk about the definition of a business owner versus a hustler. There is a difference. See, when we come into real estate, a lot of us come into this with this mentality: oh, I'm a hustler. I could sell water to a well. Yes, but hustlers are not running businesses. Business owners are not hustlers. When I run a business, I'm not hustling. I'm creating a systematic way for me to interact with clients, for me to transact with clients, and for me to build a repeatable system that I can start to walk away from. This is how the business funds my life. The systems give me freedom, consistency, and they allow me to scale. Repetition creates these results. So when we talk about systems, it's getting rid of the random hustle of being an entrepreneur, for being purposeful and intentional about how you build your business. This is why systems matter. Let me tell you up front what the 5 systems are, then I'm going to get into them. The lead generation system, the seller system, the customer experience system, the buyer system, and the growth system. I'm going to go through all these systems and tell you why they're super important. Let's start with the lead generation system. You have to have a system as a business owner. Remember, we're getting delivered from hustle. We're not hustling. As a business owner, I have to have a systematic way to attract people into my business and a systematic way of following up with those people until they are ready to be converted into actual paying clients or customers. If you don't systematize that, you'll be working a lot, but not really have a way to get income into your business. The reason why the lead generation system is the most important system in the business, because it's how the business is funded. In order for me to fund real estate, I have to have real estate clients. So when I talk about lead generation, there is no other thing that you need to focus on in real estate until you have a lead generation system. Here's how you build a system: by consistently doing 1 to 4 activities that help you bring in clients consistently, and then having a system on the back end to follow up with those clients through conversation to conversion when they actually transact business with you. That has got to be in place. Why? You could have the best seller system, but if you don't have any sellers, it won't really benefit you. So when we talk about the lead generation system, it is the most important system because it brings money into your business. It is something that you have to have in writing, duplicatable, scalable, because this is how you grow your business. The next system is seller system. You need a seller system because if you are following a business model that I follow, which is the listing, leads, and leverage model, meaning we solicit and lead generate for listings, the listings now become leverage to buyer leads. So if I want buyer leads, I can find buyer leads by getting listings, because when I get listings, my phone number is going to be on Zillow. My phone number is going to be in your yard. My phone number is going to be on social media, and people will be able to contact me because they have interest in buying but I have got to have a systematic way to service these people, a standardized, repeatable listing process, because the listing process will save you so much time in your business. If you can get listing coordination down to 1 to 2 hours and just really work on time on task over time, getting better at it, you will find that by the time you get to 10 seller transactions, it's running like a well oiled machine. This is how you start to create consistency in your business and ease in your business, because when you're doing this, you're creating something that can start to run without you. Your brain will actually do it better because it knows what to do, because it's not changing. Your brain doesn't like chaos. When you get up every day and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, your brain gets paralyzed. It doesn't know what to do. You program your brain for consistency through repetition. So I always tell people, start with what you do for every seller, write it down, and then only do those things for every seller. Don't call this person more because you like them. Everybody gets the same touch points. Everybody gets the same paperwork. Everybody gets the same questionnaire. And we break that down into maybe 10 to 20 steps, because here's what you have to understand. Once you really get good at systematizing your business, you're using the tools and systems that you need, you can now leverage people. And now that becomes somebody else's job, something somebody else can do. The third system in your business is the customer experience system. This helps you turn clients into raving fans and get referrals. If you can really excel at having a customer experience system, you'll have more leads than you know what to do with, because people will refer you if they understand that your customer experience is top notch. Here's what I mean. The customer experience thinks about what happens from the time a customer says hello to the time that they close. What emails are they getting? What experiences am I creating for them? What attention am I giving them? What detail am I giving them? And here's why that's super important. When people start to expect a consistent level of results from you, you become a predictable means of success for them. That's why they don't mind referring you out. That's why they don't mind connecting you with other people. The customer experience system is before the buyer system, because buyers are looking for an experience. I would much rather you have a customer experience system in place before you start working with buyers. Sellers are typically looking for results. You can get them those quickly just by getting offers and learning how to market property. Buyers are a little different. See, when I'm creating a customer experience system, I'm creating it for buyers, sellers, investors. But here's what I'm thinking about as a buyer: what emotions are they feeling the time they go under contract? And if I know that it's a beautiful emotional time, then I'm creating something during that moment to expand it so that they can stay in that moment longer and have raving reviews to me for their friends and families. This is why putting some thought into how you run your business is essential. We're not just out here hustling. Please don't do that. And if you need help, call me. So the fourth system is the buyer system. And this helps guide buyers with clarity and confidence. But I believe that the buyer system is a byproduct or a direct correlation to the customer experience system, because our customers are having an experience with us. We just want to make sure that it is a good experience. Then, lastly, the growth system. This helps you track, measure, hire, and scale with intention. When I say track, measure, hire, and scale with intention, do you want to use your profits to create ancillary businesses? Do you want to grow a team? This just helps you start to think about your business objectively and a growth pattern ahead. See, businesses don't just grow just by virtue of you doing more business. More transactions, yes, means more money, but that's not necessarily growth. See, growing a team means that you now actually have ancillary income, because the team actually becomes a source of income for you as a real estate agent. So now, when I say I want to start a team, it's not me selfishly saying I want to start a team. It's me saying that of the growth pattern that I see myself developing in, leading a team is my next growth marker. And then we start to build our business around that. So now, when I started my team, it was very easy because I already had the systems in place. I just rolled them out to the team, right? So let's talk about how to build these systems. You're going to start one at a time. If you're in our coaching program, the blueprint, we break these things down and we break through how to build them. But you're going to start with one system at a time. So that first system that we talked about, the lead generation system, you're going to start by writing down and documenting everything that you do. Why? So that you can strategize on how to improve it. Then at the same time, you want to plug into mentorship or coaching, because mentorship or coaching is going to help you understand not what to do, but how to do what you're doing better, how to scale, how to get better at it. This is why coaching is imperative, and people that have a coach go further. If you're looking for a coach, I would love to have a conversation with you. Now, before we end this video, I want to just talk about how you start to build the system when you feel like you're overwhelmed, because a lot of people are there. They're like, I just can't. Open up an Excel file, put buyers, sellers, investors in a different tab. Every time you do something for a client, literally, and if you have to open a different tab, meaning one Excel file for buyers, one Excel file for sellers, one Excel file for investors, put every client's name at the bottom and write what you do first, second, third. But then in the next column, write how they respond to it. Write, does it stress you? Write notes about it. Because what you'll start to see is every time I get a pre-approved buyer, 2 weeks later, they're calling me crashing out, meaning that you didn't set the expectation up front. So then now that data is going to show you, okay, after they get pre-approved, you need a meeting with them after the consultation, but before they go under contract, to just help them regulate emotionally. And in that, you may tell them stories about things that you work with other clients. You can pre-record a video. Once you start to really get good at systematizing your business, you'll pre-record a video and have it just go directly to them. Why? Because you're anticipating their needs before they happen. That's what business owners do. That's what business owners excel at. So here's what I want you to understand. These 5 systems are crucial to your business. Crucial. Any agent that's thriving in real estate is systematized in at least these 5 areas. Now, I don't believe you're going to do everything at 100%, but these 5 areas are areas that I want you to hone in on. And if you need help, you need coaching, you need somebody to hold your hand, our blueprint program is open. Our strategy sessions are open. I can help you to really start to create a strategy around these things so that business can eventually get easier. My name is Cheese Cowan, and I am the CEO of Real Estate. And guess what? My job is to help agents build a business that funds, not runs their life.